FTB Game Balls is sponsored by the 409 Tailgate Club. Spice up your Saturday spread in Happy Valley with 409's barbecue rubs and signature Bloody Mary mix. To order, visit 409tailgateclub.com today.
Man, your father is gonna be pissed when he sees the whiteout energy bill this month. Not only did Penn State's 3 yards and a cloud of mist offense and problematic kicking game take way too long turning out the lights and shutting the window on an undefeated but overwhelmed Illinois squad, the gluttonous Beaver Stadium scoreboard crew burned a Times Square share of kilowatt hours looping replays of blown calls on the big screens. Ironically, the silver lining from Penn State's 21-7 victory inside an electric Beaver Stadium might just be that on a national level, it unfolded mostly in the dark, on a distant side stage while Alabama and Georgia battled to the death a few clicks down the TV dial. Which means, when the time comes to determine Penn State's playoff worthiness, this score, a 2-touchdown triumph versus a top 20 foe, will be the only data point anyone worth a damn remembers. Zane Durant is a misfit in the middle of Penn State's defensive line. And we mean that in the most endearing manner. Stuck between a lineup of edge rushers who rightfully hoarded the Lions' share of preseason attention, the undersized and oddly shaped True Jr. continues to be Penn State's most disruptive defender, and is quickly becoming a giant headache for NFL scouts, burdened with making sense of Durant's first-round production and late-round physical measurables. Against Illinois, Durant repeatedly shot gaps and destroyed offensive concepts in their seedling stage, finishing with 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, and a personal season best 4 QB pressures. More than any Penn State defender, Durant seems to benefit from the lack of complexity in Tom Allen's front 4 line games. On several snaps in Manny Diaz's 4D chess catalog of pressures, Durant was forced to be a pawn, assigned to clog backdoor escape routes on overload blitzes. Conversely, Allen's propensity to lean on slants caters to Durant's uncanny quickness, which is why he's so often found loitering in opposing backfields this season. Way back in October 2020, which is also known as this site's stumbling newborn giraffe era, we wrote in a blog post that then Indiana head coach Tom Allen looked a lot like Fire Marshal Bill from In Living Color. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. What we were unaware of at the time, though, was that Allen sounds a lot like Fire Marshal Bill too. For those of you who don't consume Penn State-related content at the unhealthy levels that we do, various media outlets reported this week that Allen bequeathed calling in the plays duties to linebacker U legend and current Nittany Lions defensive analyst Dan Connor. To clarify, that's calling in the plays, not play calling. Allen still does that. He just uses Connor as a go-between when radioing in to the green dot defender, which is usually Kobe King. The reason for the switch, you ask? Well, not to be mean, but King had a hard time understanding what the hell Allen was saying, unable to relay assignments because of the defensive coordinator's jagged Midwestern Mellencamp tone, spoken at Micro Machines' pitchman speed. Last night, however, with Connor on the mic, Penn State appeared to rectify booth-to-field and sideline-to-field communication issues, as the Nittany Lions posted season highs in sacks with 7, tackles for loss with 13, and held Illinois to 34 yards rushing, 150 less than the Illini season average. So, statistically speaking, this inefficient 3-man game of telephone seems to be working. Purple Monkey Dishwasher.